All right, let's deconstruct the complex psychological journey at the heart of Fight Club. And believe me, this is a film that's about so much more than its title even suggests.
And this quote, it just nails the existential dread that really kicks off the whole story. It's that feeling, that nagging sense that our lives have become defined not by who we are, but by all the stuff we own. So our story starts with this guy, an unnamed narrator. He's an office worker who can't sleep, and he just feels totally invisible, like he's adrift in this sea of corporate sameness, surrounded by his perfectly curated IKEA furniture. He is completely and utterly disconnected from himself. And is insomnia? It's not just about a lack of sleep. It's really a symptom of a much, much deeper problem, a life without any real purpose. And this kind of profound emptiness, well, it's the perfect fertile ground for something radical to take root. And that's exactly when a new, chaotic force smashes its way into the picture. Because when you've hit rock bottom, sometimes the only way you think you can go is deeper into the chaos.
So, on a flight, our narrator meets his total opposite, Tyler Durden. Tyler is this charismatic soap salesman who is everything the narrator is not. He's confident, he's free, and he's completely unbound by any of society's rules. And he's not just some new friend, he is the catalyst for a total, life-altering transformation. And together, they start something primal. They start Fight Club. It's this raw, visceral way for men to feel something, anything real again. It's a rebellion against the numbness of their everyday lives, a place where they can forge a new identity that has nothing to do with their job titles or their bank accounts.
But you know how these things go. What starts out as a kind of underground therapy, this personal release, well, it doesn't stay that way for long. The rebellion starts to grow, and it gets a whole lot more dangerous.
Pretty soon, Fight Club evolves from this bare-knuckle therapy session into something way more organized and way more dangerous. Project Mayhem. The goal is no longer just about finding yourself. Now it's about destroying the very systems they believe have trapped them, all through these coordinated acts of sabotage and chaos.
So our narrator, the guy who just wanted to feel alive, is now caught in the middle of a movement that's just spiraling completely out of his control. He's starting to see that Tyler's influence isn't just rebellious, it's destructive and, honestly, terrifyingly extreme.
This growing sense of dread, this unease, it all leads us to the film's pivotal, absolutely mind-bending twist, where the narrator is forced to confront the true architect of all this chaos.
And here it is, the twist that changes everything. That charismatic, anarchic leader of this whole revolution, he doesn't exist. He never did.
Tyler, it turns out, is a second personality. He's an alter ego that the narrator created out of pure desperation. He's the personification of everything the narrator wished he could be, everything he wished he could do. Every single fight, every act of sabotage, it was all committed by the narrator himself, acting as Tyler.
So, faced with his earth-shattering truth, the narrator knows he has to stop what he started. He has to get control back, not just over Project Mayhem, but over his own mind.
And this sets up the ultimate fight, not in a basement, but right inside his own head. He has to confront and, in the end, kill this destructive part of himself to reclaim his own identity and finally end the chaos he unleashed on the world.
The story ends right in the middle of all this destruction, but there's this quiet possibility of a new beginning. As the buildings crumble around them, he holds Marla's hand. And that's the symbol, right? That even in the ruins of his old life, a genuine human connection might finally be possible.
So in the end, Fight Club shows its true colors. It's so much more than a movie about fighting. It's a raw deconstruction of identity in our consumer-driven world. It explores the psychological battles we all wage within ourselves, the dangers of unchanneled rage, and this really radical idea that sometimes total self-destruction is the only way to be reborn.
And ultimately, the film just leaves us with this provocative question hanging in the air. It really challenges us to think about what it takes to break free from conformity and reclaim our own lives, even if it means tearing everything down first.